let's take a look at one of the most basic devices you'll be using in your smart home. Hi, and welcome to the Gadget Talk channel, where we do reviews and how-tos on a variety of electronic gadgets that catch my eye. Today, we'll be looking at one of the basic building block devices for any smart home. That is, the smart switch. As we get started, if you find this video helpful, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Gadget Talk channel. In this video, we'll be going through how to install a Kasa brand smart switch. It's pretty similar to other smart switches, so the procedures will be similar for many other brands. This switch is a Wi-Fi based switch that requires a neutral wire in your home's wiring system. I was pleasantly surprised at the build quality of these switches, and while plastic, they are firm and the manual switch activation is solid, not flimsy like some of my previous automation switches that I had used using a different technology. If you saw my Home Automation 101 video, you may remember that neutral wires became part of the building codes in the US in the 1980s. So if your home is newer than that, it's likely you'll have a neutral wire. More on that as we get into the installation. This smart switch will turn lights on and off. It doesn't dim. I'll do a separate video on dimming switches. Kasa, or TP-Link/Kasa, is one of the several budget-friendly brands in the home automation arena. It's also one that includes a wide variety of devices for smart homes. Once installed, Wi-Fi devices will need to connect to the brand's smartphone app and then to your home Wi-Fi network. The app will guide you through the process. Once connected to your brand's app, you can link the app to the voice assistant you use. In my case, that's the Alexa app and my Echo devices. Let's work through the process. When you first start the Kasa app, you'll be asked to add a device. The app is super simple to use and will take you step by step through the process as we're about to see. Pick the device you plan to add. In our case, that will be a smart switch. We'll be adding the HS200 smart switch. Different choices will provide you with specific instructions for each specific device. The app will ask you if you've already installed your switch. If you've done a couple already and have gotten it installed, the app will skip the wiring instructions. In this demo, we'll click Not Yet. As for the switch, take it out of its wrapping and use a small common screwdriver to gently pry the switch plate off the switch assembly. Use care as they're very tight. Next, you'll use your phone to check the Wi-Fi signal at the place you're installing the switch. You need at least 2 bars or 2 arcs of signal strength. First, you'll need some basic home DIY tools. You'll need a couple of common and Phillips screwdrivers and a non-contact voltage tester. You might need a wire stripper. I also found the needle nose pliers was helpful when pulling stiff wire bundles from the back of the electrical box. Now that prep is complete, you'll begin the installation by turning off power to the circuit at your main electrical panel. Depending on the size of your place and how well the panel is labeled, you may want a partner to tell you when the light you're connecting to goes out. Next, remove the wall plate and the 2 screws that hold the existing switch in place. Pull the switch assembly out of the box. In a multi-switch box, you may have to remove both switches to get access to the ground and neutral wires. Use your non-contact voltage detector to verify that the wires are dead. Here's where we'll verify you have the white neutral wire in your electrical boxes. The switch won't work without them, so you'll need to make sure that you have them and then press yes. The kit comes with wire labels you can use to mark the various wires, including the neutral one. Same with the green ground wire. This instruction is basically unnecessary if you're installing a basic on-off switch. The wires on the switch aren't labeled, so there's no reason to label these. It doesn't matter what wire connects to the two power wires for this particular switch. It does matter for dimmer switches, however, but not these. Disconnect the two power wires on the old switch. At this point, place your new switch up near the box and connect all the wires. White to white, green to the copper ground, and the two black wires to the two power wires coming from the switch box. Note the direction of the switch. The end of the paddle that moves should be on the bottom. Here's a shot connecting a switch for my outdoor pool light switch. It's good practice to retighten all the wires in case they became loose. A small tug on the wires and the wire nut might be helpful. Electrical wires in your home are single strand wires, so they're stiff. Carefully fold the wires back into the box, but expect to use some force. Here are pictures of both the indoor and outdoor installation before adding the switch plates. Turn the circuit breaker back on and check to see that the light turns on and off when you touch the switch. If not, turn the breaker back off and recheck your connections. Don't use the screws that held the old switch in place. They will likely have heads that are too large to allow the switch plate to fit. The screws that come with the kit have smaller heads that fit below the surface of the switch, allowing a good fit for either the original plate or the one that came with the switch. At this point, the app will take you through connecting your new switch to the Wi-Fi network. The small round LED on the switch paddle should be blinking green and orange, indicating that it's in programming mode. Allow the app to know your location. This will enable smart home features that turn on lights or change light color temperature based on the time of day. The app will ask you to allow your phone to connect to the switch's Wi-Fi signal. Allow this. You can also go into your phone's Wi-Fi settings and connect the switch manually. Next, you'll give your switch a name. Use something that is descriptive and makes sense. After naming your switch, you'll be asked to connect to your home's Wi-Fi. Use your SSID and network password to sign in. If you've installed other Kasa devices before, the app won't ask for that info again. That's it. You're done. Now you can access the device through your Kasa app. Since you're likely also using a voice assistant, you can now connect the apps together to allow the Google Assistant or Alexa to control your device using voice commands. As I mentioned in my Home Automation 101 video that I'll link to at the end card of this video, smart devices like this basic on-off switch form the backbone of your home's automation system. As you've seen, they're easy to install and to integrate into your smart home. Hey, if you found this video helpful, please click the thumbs up button below the video and subscribe to the Gadget Talk channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos. Look for other videos in this home automation series, and thanks for watching.